I'm not the Tauren. Oh, oh, that's interesting. I see my voice is picking up some background noise from something. What concert? Oh, what concert? Never heard of them, no. Nope. I've been disconnected from American and actually all Western culture for the last 12 years, so no. What? Okay. No idea. Still. Wait, which one of us is light? Oh man. All right. So I have the Atlas loot that has been updated with Kara40. So I was looking through and I've upper. This is a bit ambitious. By the way, spoilers. But Rift Carver's implement seems like the thing to SR for me. It is better than King's Fall. Um, like significantly better than King's Fall, such that I think it will finally bring uh, backstab in line with the combat swords, which I think can still out DPS me, but I won't know for 100% certainty until I get a Gressel Dawn of Ruin in my hands, obviously. But that's what I'm SRing until I get it. It seems like the way to go for any melee class is to just SR your melee weapon until you get that melee weapon. And then you can start getting other things to supplement it. In the case of this rogue, there's a couple things I want. Later on, I would like to get this offhand axe, because it is really good. It's a 1.8 speed axe, 71.7 DPS, so it's still not, you're not going to use it in your main hand, but it's an offhand, it's great. Next, most of the other stuff that is rogue good, or good for a rogue, there is this fist weapon, but I'm not really sure. Like if you're, it's an offhand, so it's not better than Claw of the Frostworm, so I don't know what to do with that. It does launch frost, so it, maybe it's AQ40 specific. Um, the this is interesting because it reduces bleeds, tick times, but still, this phase shifting crossbow is really good, but it seems more warrior oriented, so I'm not really sure about it. There's no throwing weapon that I can find. Echo of Medivh has the where is it? There's this mace, which this would be the best main hand mace in the game for a rogue, I think, except there's really ridiculous stuff on Mephistoroth, which I think, is he the one with the mace? There's this ring, which you can see is probably better than the Band of Unnatural Forces. But I was checking, and there's the Band of Reanimation, which actually has 34 agility. But this also has chance to hit and attack speed. In terms of trash mobs, there's absolutely nothing for a rogue. The only thing that's of interest is this, but because it has arcane resist and damage stats. All right. No more Dave emoji. There's a new sub tier that is 99 cents a month. Yeah, if you look for it. So I'm just saying, if you really want the emoji back, you can get it. I'm gonna go wipe the raid. It's just like to make everyone nervous. I keep hoping that they will have something special, but I think that might just be wishful thinking. All right, well, you know what? That 15 silver is gonna make up for everything. Started playing the AI upscaled Warcraft 1 remaster, and the game is actually fun. Yeah, and it gets quite hard after a couple levels. I imagine it would. How are the quality of life feature updates? Because those seemed interesting from the perspective of the designer anyways. So let's see what else we got. Where is the mace that I saw? Let me show you this mace because it's fucking ridiculous. It's there it is. Look at this mace. 2.8, 167 to 286. This would make it better than Gressel Dawn of Ruin. It has -8 stamina to make up for it, but Jesus. 2% crit strike, 35 armor ignore. So, that might be my second SR. Totally agree. I absolutely agree. That if it were me, it'd be a big lobby kind of thing. Well, there's a whole area to the side that is better for this, but you have to go through these mobs to get there. It doesn't make much sense, to be honest. Oh well. The most important one is the one where you can select and control 1, 2, 3, up to 12 units. Okay. The original was like 4 units. It was really, really low. It was a struggle to play that game. But also it was much slower. Because back in the day, whatchamacallit, it had, yeah, just computers are slower in general, so... What did I do to him? Realistically, 12 isn't even enough. You prefer 20? I know. RTSs have come a long way since then. Originally, it was a limitation of pathing and things like that. Oh, you love how cheesy it is? The voice acting's over the top. For Warcraft 1? Yeah. It's, that's all Bill Roper, I think. There's nothing in the store. Danger trash. I do have a decent imitation of Bill Roper that I do sometimes,
5,
but
4, 3.
in the age of chaos, too. Well, I'd have to hear his voice again to do it, but you know he's doing voice acting again, so you can go hear him. It's interesting how the introduction video has the line "Welcome to the World of Warcraft." Does it? What do you mean? I've kicked it before. It's the one before the one that needs to be counterspelled, though. Oh, really? I can't see the cast bar anymore. No, you're right. That's what we discovered when we did the first exploration. It had to be counterspelled. So he does them in order every time. The first one is the one that needs to be kicked. The second one is the one that needs to be counterspelled. I don't know what they're called, but he does them in order every time. So as long as we kick first and then counterspell, it should be fine. God, I can't see. I'm getting wrecked just because I can't see where I am. Bill Roper is a musician too. Yes, he is. He sings with the Poxy Boggards. And he used to do Ren Fair there. I would go out to see him whenever the Ren Fair was... That's the Renaissance Fair, by the way, which was in California. What am I can't even see these things. Oh, am I a fan of his music? Yeah, Epoxy Boggards are funny. They're like, they're comedians. So it's like comedic Renaissance, what you call it? Comedic Renaissance fair. I don't know what you call it. I cannot see where I am.
The menagerie is for guests. Is for guests. The master's exhibits are not to be touched. Failure to comply will result in from the cloud.
Not working with Blizzard post Warcraft 3 seems like a happy ending. I don't know. I would have liked to have launched WoW, but oh well. All right, I need a Darkbringer. We have enough mages to theoretically counterspell each one. In your opinion, Blizzard died in 2008 when Activision bought them, or which year? They were dying before Activision bought them a little bit, but it wasn't until Bobby Kotick got his claws into it that it, like, was a fatal wound. Let's put it that way. Then it was definitely on its way out the door. The corporate necrosis had set in, and now Microsoft owns it, so it's only going to get worse from here. It's not Blizzard. It's Activision Blizzard King, a Microsoft company, and they're already selling off their IPs to other companies to make games with. Or licensing them, however you want to put it. Nexon will be making the next StarCraft game, and who knows what the hell they'll make. I bet it will be good, but it will also be monetized out the ass because they'll need to make back whatever money they spent on the licensing. We'll see. Did we assign rogues? This is a jacket, yeah. It's from the 10-year anniversary. The 10-year anniversary jacket that they gave out to everyone.
5, 4, 3,
Well, well, dysfunctional curator. I still don't have a solution to that. What was I gonna do? I need my elixirs of demon slaying. You can do it? I hope so. We did it before. I think we've killed him twice. So we should be able to kill him again. Fire protection. Regarding the green NPC, you mentioned you wanted to use a mechanical repair kit. Yeah, I did. I tried it. It didn't work. It didn't do anything. It was non-interactive in that regard. So, oh well. It was a nice thought, but maybe there's something else. I think I looked through engineering and I saw something else that might be interesting, but what was it? I can't remember now. Dot, 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 dot. It's not this. Because he doesn't do anything. Though it'd be interesting if this is the one time he interacts with something else. No. No. This didn't work. We tried it. Jumper cables. All right, let's try this. It probably won't interact, but I'll try it. No. It's probably nothing there. We'll think about it some more, though. Maybe there's other stuff. Well, yeah, I tried the mechanical repair kit, didn't do anything. Everyone's telling me it's just like a Easter egg reference to something in OG Kara. This ninja is unmasked. The most important thing is to have fun. It is indeed. Yikes. The hell? Is that a disguise? That's a disguise. Do I have that one? I have the stone splinter trog, but you need the rags.
Fools, you fight amongst yourselves only to meet your end. Climb as high as you see fit. Your end draws near.
Who said that? Oh wait. They're assigning people to the sides. Alright, I'm gonna have to rebuff. Let's go Deadly main hand, Corrosive 2 offhand. I don't think mind numbing would do anything to him, but it's possible it is. I don't know. Righteous Fury. Oh boy. I forgot to put my green screen up. So you split up the sides, and the two sides have different roles. One side can only... I think it's that side can damage the Blood Ravens, whereas this side cannot. So you want some specific roles over there. Because this side will turn red and that side will turn blue. And then if they're ever too close to each other, they deal damage, which is bad, obviously. And then in phase 2, there's a DPS race on these owls that spawn. Our strategy has been for the melee to run to the back one and kill that owl first, or get it low first, and then move to the second owl. Well, we'll see the second boss, but will we fight him? Depends on how this goes. If we just wipe on this guy 10 times in a row. Honestly, I think we're spending too much time on explanations and minutia. I don't think all of this is necessary, but we'll see. All the information is just falling out of everyone's heads at this point. Sure, let's pull. Yer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I am red. Which Star Wars movies are your favorite? Well, original trilogy, of course. 4, 5, and 6 are the best. They introduced everything. Oh. It's kind of amazing they even got made in the first place. You're also a fan of episode 3? Interesting. Interesting. Do I like the Disney trilogy? What are you talking about? You mean 7, 8, and 9? I don't think they're even in the same fucking ballpark as 4, 5, and 6. I think 7 could have been something, but it was definitely not the same vision. I honestly don't like switching directors on movies. Like, I know that it was Lucas's franchise. It should have been him, but I don't know. I think he got gun shy because of all the hate he got when he did episode 1. All the shit talk about Jar Jar Binks really, I think it really got to him at some point. But he also surrounded himself with yes men who like couldn't say no to whatever he said. Rogue One was good. That's true. Rogue One was good, and the TV series Andor is good. I haven't watched the Han Solo movie. So I don't really have an opinion on that one. But I would say 4, 5, and 6 will always be my favorites because they introduced everything. And honestly, I would put KOTOR above 1, 2, and 3. So It's original trilogy 4, 5, and 6. KOTOR, and KOTOR might even be above 2, or sorry, the 5. Because 5 was a little boring. Let's be real. They disappointed enough normies to stop making movies entirely. They didn't stop. They're gonna make more. They just let the zeitgeist of hate settle. And maybe I don't know if Kathleen Kennedy is still in charge of Star Wars or not, but she shouldn't be. By the time the next one comes out, it'll be a decade since their last one. That's what it needs. Time for people to forget. And maybe forgive a little. Like 1, 2, and 3 got a lot of forgiveness after the fact. When they initially released, they were kind of hated. Probably shouldn't have eaten that raid food. 14 minutes on all these. I want to get Crusader on this. She'll be gone soon? God, I hope so. It's funny because George Lucas seemed so confident in her, and then she kind of completely went off the rails with like the whole thing. The Force is female. Like, what's the point of that? What message does that really send? The Force is not male or female. The Force has no gender. That was supposed to be the point. Yeah, time. The clock is ticking. Well, we'll see. It's hard to tell the power in Hollywood. Oh, George, thank you for subscribing to the channel. It's hard to tell how Disney works. I don't know what her involvement is in regards to what power she holds there. It seems like a lot because she's old school and she's worked on as a producer on a lot of really good movies. So it's like, how did she get the Star Wars franchise so damn wrong? Miss Andry? It could be Miss Andry. I think within Hollywood especially, there's been so many decades, maybe even a century. There's been so much time spent with men in charge of everything and literally being absolute shitbags to women that this might be backlash, but from the outside looking in, we couldn't see all that. So it just looks like an overreaction. And it is, because this shouldn't get to the film. Just like misogyny is very subtle in how it gets to film, the misandry needed to be more subtle. If they had just had a lot more powerful female characters and dopey males, but they didn't do this whole the Force is female shit, no one would have probably cared as long as the story was good. The problem with 4, 5, and or sorry, 7, 8, and 9 was just that they switched directors and completely shat the bed with that. Oh. Itchy. The Force is abstract. Saying it's female just seems like the worst kind of trip up they could have done. Yeah, it is. It's really, it's just a terrible not misinterpretation, but it's like a purposeful misinterpretation. There's a word for this. To purposefully like try to shift the meaning of the Force. Just doesn't make sense. You could even say that they were like the Force, in saying the Force is female, they were saying the Force includes females. But it includes everything. It's the whole universe. The whole point is like, and they kind of destroyed all that. And then Lucas kind of shit the bed with the whole midichlorians thing too. So we can't really let him off the hook entirely, but you know, I guess you got to give the OG creator some leeway. I would have been interested to see his Darth Jar Jar, how that went, but it's neither here nor there. You'll always hate 8, and I can't really change it. So stupid. Right, 8 is the Rian Johnson one. Yeah, that was a complete clusterfuck. You do not change directors in the middle of a trilogy. You just don't. You just don't do that. The only time that's ever worked is when it wasn't intended to be a trilogy, and that was Alien and Aliens. Because Ridley Scott did the original Alien, and then I think it's James Cameron did Aliens. All right, 8 minutes. That should be fine. I hope. If the fight lasts more than 9 minutes, we'll be in trouble. So. All my 1 hour consumes are going to be off in a minute. If they don't start now, I might have to reconsume in the middle of the fight, which is not ideal. Hopefully not. Shit. All right, here we go. 8 was so bad you didn't watch 9. 9 wasn't as bad as 8, but it was a real clusterfuck to try and scramble together all the plot points from 7 and wrap them up in 9. Which is what Abrams had to do, because he put all these threads in 7, and then Rian Johnson like threw them into the garbage. He's like, ha ha ha, I don't have to do anything you say. Literally felt that way. I keep getting stuck on the pillar. I'm gonna throw another greater fire on. Okay. Oh, No! Okay, that was messy. He was getting resists on the taunts. Oh, I am disconnecting. Zenrai DC? No idea what happened there. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What happened? Am I desynced? Okay, I don't know what the hell happened, but now I seem to be okay. I've never seen that before. That was weird. I've never seen a lag spike like that. That was insane. Ugh. Hmm. My deadly poison is gone. Wah. I feel the whole Star Wars fandom is supposed to go through some sort of gaslighting to unlearn what was known about Star Wars and have it spoon-fed yet again, but with the whole new message in mind. You feel like that's what they were trying to do, or you feel like they need to do that now? I feel like Star Wars as a franchise needs to sort of go back into the background for a while. And that if they do a new Star Wars movie, it should be like a trilogy that is a completely different storyline. Like KOTOR. I feel like that is what they're trying to do. Unfortunately for the fans. I think that's what they tried to do and it failed. They do still plan to make a Rey Star Wars movie, yeah. Well, Rey as a character is not that terrible. It's... Well... Rey as a character didn't have to be as bad as she ended up being, where they just like made her instantly good at everything. It just didn't make any sense. Rian Johnson just didn't know what the fuck he was doing. That's my conclusion. That's 100% my conclusion. And apparently Rey was pregnant in that movie, but they canceled. What? Pregnant with who? From who? How? Force baby? Did they cancel it? Maybe they did. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they canceled it. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a big upheaval at Disney and Kathleen Kennedy is out and there's someone new who's going to spearhead everything, but they're waiting for something to happen first. I wouldn't be surprised if they who's the director for Andor? Either the director for Andor or the director for The Mandalorian would be better to sort of take over the franchise. Now, the director for the Mandalorian is Happy. Kylo Ren and Rey had a baby. But you think they canceled it? You mean aborted? They aborted both at the same time. Oh, man. Look at all these glancing blows. %40 seems stupidly high. Should not be this high. Don't like that. Alright, we gotta rebuff everything.
I should have never kept a dog rider as a guard dog. Useless, doesn't even begin to cover it.
Hey Red Stripe, how you doing? We were just talking about Star Wars. Pregnant with the Force, what else these days? Imagine they would call this Force a raw. And then everyone, including the fans, would have to denounce the Force and hate Star Wars for afterwards. All right. Oh, poison, Dave. They're on the other side. I can't get them. I'll be fine. You don't think you watched a single new Disney Star Wars movie? Only the Mandalorian series? I highly recommend Andor if you haven't watched it. Andor is really good. Nobody important died. Noted.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Give me the fucking back of the mob. Ay. The life of a backstab rogue. I don't think we got it low enough. No. Ah, I'm stuck. Oh no. Fuck. It was the blood siphon. That was the blood siphon on me. Getting my ass kicked. I don't have a Hearthstone yet. Oh, we're good. Somebody noticed and healed me. Thank you. Didn't work. Why did the bandage stop?
Behold the lunar shift.
I cannot get the back of this fucking mob. I can't do it. Hmm. So we lost too many people early on, and but he let the raid go on so we could just, I don't know, get used to it, I guess. There's a guy on YouTube that does AI videos on Star Wars. They're really good, and they feel more like the original films. Well, that's kind of scary. Yerg. need cookies, yes. More cookies. Stronger cookies. No cookies. Wow. We'll re-up my deadly. Ooh. Currently using AI to make fake ads for a fake game console that plays fake games in a fake magazine. Didn't Ubisoft do that? Seems like a thing Ubisoft would do. Doesn't it sound like an Ubisoft thing? It was Ubisoft, wasn't it? I bet you it was. If I look up AI video game commercial, I bet you Ubisoft's number one. AI video game commercial. Activision AI slop Guitar Hero advert. Oh, well, there you go. Activision. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. No mention of Ubisoft. Maybe they didn't do it. That's surprising, actually. Maybe they've got other bigger problems to deal with.
These halls are not meant for your enjoyment. Leave it once, or suffer my wrath.
Five, four, three, two.
I'm getting close. Oh god. Oh fuck. Why is he on me? God damn it, get it off me. No, I'm down. The owl killed me. I can't even see the owls. What's that about? He's resisting taunt a lot. Wonder what that's about. What can tanks do to prevent resists? Should they be using the fishing lure? The fishing tackle from ZG? Ugh. If they're getting a lot of resist, they might need to, yeah. Well, it's been like 6 times in the over the three attempts. 3. There's 2 here. He just resisted again, I think.
Behold the lunar shift.
Yeah, another resist there.
You cannot change destiny. Behold the lunar shift.
They've decided to die. May as well release now. I know what everyone dying looks like. I see it all the time. I've been using Zanza.
show great promise, Guardian.
I'm a drink Medivh's Merlot. It's supposed to be on my tank, but you know what? I need the stamina. A little snack of nuts while we wait. Mmm, spicy. We're gonna start on the front owls this time. Then move to the back owl when it gets to 10%.
I should have never kept a dark rider as a guard dog. Useless doesn't even begin to cover it.
Five,
We'll be
four,
fine.
3,
Everything's fine. Oh. Glad he didn't resist, because he would have come for me. It's all my poisons on him. I'm realizing. Maybe I should go with instant instead, to be safer. Kind of holding off on the second round of trinket stuff. Oh. Is there a blue one here? I'm just gonna... Oh, no. We going this way? What are we doing? Is he resisting? What? I can't even hit. This is going to be a mess, actually. Okay. Arr. Those dual poisons. It's scary. It's scary. Alright, I better hold all cooldowns for the next owl. I'll use the demon potion in the last part. Why am I not targeting him? Oh, what the fuck was that? Alright. Fuck. Killing us! Oh, you fuck.
That same power lies beyond the great dark beyond.
Murdered me.
Army of pawns in an abandoned chess game.
Unfortunately, I think this is one of those areas where the explanation of the no, you just didn't understand. Yeah. I just want to specify that the highest priority is getting away if you are the wrong color. That's the highest priority. Bah. He supposedly is just an Easter egg reference. I did try to repair him with a repair kit, though. But it didn't work. It didn't work. Ah! I need my cookie. Merg. $13. Spirit of Zanza 7. All right. Poison. 12 minutes should be enough. So we won't worry about all the other ones yet.
Five, four,
Absolute
Three.
power lies beyond the great dark
1.
world. You are mere pawns in an abandoned chess game.
Oh. Bleh, bleh. People's nerves are frazzled. Why is it on me? Get it off me! Fucking... I almost killed it on accident. Oh well. Ah ja. Cannot change destiny. Need the bag. I'm dying here. No! Fucking blood siphon!
Others have tried to rob this place. They now ride forever with the shadows.
Behold the lunar shift.
Rip. Wah. All right, we need to refresh everything. I've got one more, but I need two. I mean, it's fun in its own way. I would like to be on the second boss, but that's what happens if you skip 2 weeks in a row and no one's, you know? I think we should have made attempts those 2 weeks, but that's just my opinion, I suppose. All right, let's see. What do I need? Let's refresh deadly and corrosive. Why not? No, this is fine. Hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. F you. Damn it. I do need to be careful here. I'm second on the deep damage there. I'm gonna take a break early so I don't generate too much threat here. Probably didn't need to eat that cookie. I can't bandage. Ouch. Sudden pain in wrist, not good. Eh. Ow. Blarg. I got nothing. Yar, all our druids died. That does not help. Can't wait for Miss Pandaria Classic. Why? You want to be a panda? Do you want to be a panda? Do you want to poop on yourself? Nerds being victimized by birds. That is ironic, isn't it? Do you wanna be a panda? You want to be a monk in an Asian-looking land doing quests, enjoying yourself and exploring the story? There's a story in Miss Pandaria? You never played it? Hopefully there is. Wait, what? Then why can't you not wait for it? It's gonna be terrible. You're fucking gonna hate it, man. But you know, give it a go. It doesn't. The monk never felt right to me, but the only class they got right after classic was Death Knight, in my opinion. And Death Knight was like a little iffy. Erg. You enjoyed Legion? Legion was... I don't even know if I played Legion, to be honest with you. Which one was Legion? That's the second one, isn't it? You were 9 or 10 when it came out. Thanks for making me feel old. Appreciate that. Alright. Another Medivh's Merlot. We need to refresh these.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah! Accidentally hit a Spirit of Zonza there. That's painful. I'm gonna hold all my stuff for the owls at this point. And the additional time it takes for us to get him down to 33 will probably help rather than hurt. Raj, are you blue? He killed me. I'm not gonna say anything, but he killed me. I think we got this one though. With or without me, would have liked to have been in there. Played Legion on a shitty laptop and had like 15 to 20 FPS while running. 15 to 20 FPS, that's unplayable. You got to the zone Suramar, where everything was time locked, literally like a mobile game. Oh my god, sounds awful. Yar. Once you get to the third phase, it's pretty much easy. though it helps to be alive.
Behold the lunar shift.
We got it. No, it's done.
Lunar shift.
Behold the lunar. Ugh. Mana drenched feather slippers. Crown of the Wild Pack. Don't res me. The floor is warm. It's got the chopper cables. Yay. There, I just wanted to see it on the boss. That shit's ugly. I'm sorry, but that shit's ugly. Wait, what? What are they talking about? Is the male good? Oh, I can't see it. Crown of the Wild Pack. Oh, it's a warg head. Good lord. Tauren players seem like bros. Yes. Yes, they do. And they often are.
Leave it once, suffer.
Let's switch back to this. Suppressor can be slept. That's good to know. So druids can sleep them. You only played Legion once the time-gated stuff was over. Suramar was amazing. The slow build-up and gigantic state escape. The story of healing the Nightborn from magic addicts to being free. The Nightborn? Is that a new elf race? That's a new elf race, isn't it? Oh my god. You'll have to play WOD and Legion Classic. You have to update your WoW lore knowledge. That's not WoW lore. That's retail lore. That's corporate lore. I don't believe in it. It doesn't count. It means nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. No! Yeah, it shouldn't use the fear graphic. It's weird. Very weird. No worries, Dave. I see the fact that you don't know the lore after vanilla is a very positive thing. Please stay that way. Yeah, don't worry. I really, really don't give a fuck about the lore after classic. I don't think I would find it fun. I enjoyed being a Death Knight, but beyond that, I just don't care. Oh, jeez. Little bit of a clown show today, but that's all right. Oh god, I got it. This is mine to take. Can I get a heal? Nope, he crit me. What happened? Frigid mana breath, 3,500 arcane damage, 7,000 arcane frost damage. 7, 8, 9, 10, 10,500 damage. Metzen did this interview where he said a lot of the lore was dreamed up while he was bored in church because his girlfriend dragged him there, and that is so funny. That is funny. I didn't even know that. The only reason I know Shadowlands lore is because I watched the end cinematic because everyone was like, it's so shit, it's so shit. And then I was like, it can't be that shit. You guys are overreacting to something. So I went and I watched it and I'm like, oh my god, this is the worst shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was wrong. It was super bad. Just like I was wrong about Diablo Immortal. I was like, oh, Diablo Immortal, we haven't even seen it. We don't even know how bad it's gonna be. And then it came out and the monetization was just so fucking awful. You can't get in. Oh. It's combat. Okay. I don't know. It's like a boss encounter to us. My repair bills going through the roof. Was it bad to the visuals or the story or both? The story was absolutely the worst thing ever written in Warcraft's history. The worst. Shadowlands was the worst thing to happen to Warcraft lore in all of Warcraft history. And I include Warcraft 1's really jank, kind of shitty D&D lore if you look back at it. Wait. You just want to... We're waiting for the combat to end, because otherwise it aggroes the whole raid. That's true. Oh god. To be honest, by now I feel like Metzen is an orc in secret, and all he ever dreamed up is his real life story being transdimensional green traveler. In fact, his species looks somewhat like an orc. For real, for real. No, that is not the case. I assure you, he is just a nerd. a nerd with an active imagination who played a lot of D&D. I know, because I played D&D with him. Yeah. Why is the trash loot so trash?
You fight amongst yourselves only to meet your end. Climb as high as you see fit. Your end draws near.
IE? I think you meant IC? Message track. I got it. It's too late. I saw your typo. You can't hide that. Maybe that's why they're there. Nah. Explosion. Oh, I didn't get my combo off. Hey, opal guided bangles. Wow. The fuck is this shit? Hmm. Bah. Warcraft seems to be a millennial boomer franchise now. I should probably play Fortnite, COD, or FIFA. I think there's going to be a revitalization of fantasy at some point. Some new thing will come out that will be a big deal. The next Lord of the Rings or whatever you want to call it. So just wait for that. You don't have to get into garbage. Besides, what is Fortnite anyways? It's more like... It's more like bullshit anyways, if you know what I mean. Wow, my fucking Blade Flurry did not go off. I'm so fucking annoyed. Do I have Oil of Immolation anywhere? I think I'm out. I'm not gaslighting you. Metzen is not an orc. What species am I? Yes, we played D&D in our real shapes. Human form. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you. I don't think we'll ever get anything as good as Lord of the Rings. Well, we won't recognize it as Lord of the Rings until later. Like, Lord of the Rings was... I don't know how it was received at its time. He's fucking... Oh my god. Fortnite is now killing 10 bots until you encounter 20 other real players that are actually any challenge, and speedrunning that till you find a group less sweaty so you get your turn winning. Oh my god. That's pretty grim, I must say. Yeah. What are we killing? There was no skull. Oh my god. Nice. Marvel Snap uses bots. Yeah, it does. I know when I'm playing... Well, I think I always know when I'm playing a bot. Because they have kind of goofy names that no human being would pick. Bwah! I just don't want Harry Potter to be the last, like, big franchise.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, what are we doing? What are we on here? This guy? What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh! I think he cleaved me. What happened? Thunderclap. Oh, he thunderclapped me. 2k there. Oh, and he did hit me too. 2k there. And then... Mana Scale Dragon Guard was hitting me for... He hit me for 6k. Two thunderclaps and a hit. Oh well. Harry Potter ended 13 years ago. Realistically, if I didn't know who you are and my opponent was called Designer Dave, I'd think it was a bot. Fair enough. That's fair. I always wish they would have created a way on retail WoW to kill bots as a player. Every time I saw bots, they always ended up being on the same faction. I couldn't do a thing, but hope my report worked. Well, you know, in Turtle WoW, you don't have to worry about it. You just report them, and then the GMs immediately show up, and then they like beat the shit out of them, Rick and Morty style. The last franchise is Marvel. Marvel predates Star Wars. Star Wars would then be the last franchise. And DC predates Marvel, so... Ugh. Oh, they're still fighting. I forgot. Right, they were just kiting the Mana Scale Drake around. Oh yeah, I read comics prolifically. I read all the comics. I remember reading a lot of The Flash. I think The Flash was probably my favorite. It was the Wally West Flash, though. Wait, was it the Wally West Flash? It was the one where he had, like... I just remember one particular Wally West Flash. There was one of the comic book series was like he needed to eat, but he couldn't afford food because he was so poor. And like he was just eating stuff out of the trash. I just remember it was really sad. I think it was Wally West. He was the original Kid Flash and the third Flash. Okay. He first appeared in 1959. This is his first appearance. Yeah, I guess it was Wally West. The saddest thing is I had a lot of really good comics in my collection, and when we moved, my dad threw them all out. Alan Ford? No, I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. It's possible I read them without knowing what they are. Let me look. Alan Ford. comic. Nope, never seen this. This looks very old. This looks way before my time. Italian? 1969. No, the only foreign comics I read were popular in Finland. Asterix and Obelix. Obelisk. Asterix and Obelix was the one that I read a lot of. That and Heathcliff and Garfield. Garfield was my favorite for a long time. It was quite popular in Yugoslavia in the 80s. Interesting. It looks like a detective comic kind of deal. Oh. Martin Messier. Zagor. No idea. No clue at all. Never heard of them. You Americans probably mostly had superheroes, but Italian comics not so much. I think superheroes were just the most popular comics in the US. But we had a lot of indie comics that a lot of people probably don't know about. And yeah, like there was when I was at Blizzard, one of the ones that I was reading was something like a serial killer, something the Man, I can't remember anything. My memory's going. Comic book. What was it about? Fuck, I can't remember it. So, I think the artist was like Johann Vasquez or something. Vasquez Comics. Yes, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I read a lot of that. And that he did Invader Zim, and that became a cartoon, I guess. You have the Warcraft manga trilogy, the Sunwell trilogy. That was fun to read. I don't know. I think, did Metzen write that or no? I never read it because I didn't work at Blizzard anymore, so I didn't give a shit. I think. I don't remember. Or maybe I got the first one as a Blizzard would give all the shit they make to all the employees. I don't think they do that anymore though. Richard Knack wrote it. Ah, okay. Right. He also made the original Cosmos map, the first one. The one that Blizzard fucked up and made the Shadowlands. The other day, 2 weeks ago, you mean? What the fuck? Yeah. 3 weeks ago. You thoroughly enjoyed the 2016 Warcraft movie? Such a shame it didn't work out. It did work out, though. It was very popular in China. They could, if they just made a Warcraft sequel just for China, they would have made their money back and then some. Yeah, but everyone made the same comment, and even I was thinking the same damn thing. Why the fuck are they making a live action Warcraft movie when Warcraft was so goddamn well known for their cinematics? Their computer generated cinematics. Should have been a fucking CG. Should have been whatever. It was so dumb. It's just so dumb. 160 million was their production budget for 2016. That's pricey. So the US market ultimately doomed the movie because back then everyone trusted the critics and the critics hated it. No one trusts critics anymore, I'll tell you that much. In fact, you can pretty much judge how an audience will feel about a movie by going the opposite of what the critics say. Critics love it, audience hates it. Critics hate it, audience loves it. Look at Minecraft. Or don't look at it. You believe it would have succeeded if it had a slightly higher Rotten Tomatoes score? Like I said, it did succeed in China. I think in China it did... grossing 225 million in China. 225 million just in China. They made their money back. And then some.
4, 3.
Oh. Oh. I think without an arcane protection potion in the opener there, yeah. Yeah, I think What the hell? Okay, cheese it. No! Where's he going? That's interesting. All right, I should release. What good is China when you need roughly 500 million to break even? They don't even make 100% of money in China. What? Why do you need 500 million? You said 160 million was their production budget. They get a higher percent of sales revenue domestically compared to China and EU. Right. That makes sense. Oh, 160 in marketing, that's 320. Yeah, well, who told them to market it? Remove taxes in cinema company. They need roughly 400 to 500 million to break even, closer to 500 million. But I think they did make that. If it was 225 million China, what was it globally? Warcraft movie global box office. 439 million globally. There you go. So they about made their money back. Maybe that made them gun shy on doing a second one, I suppose. But if you're spending 500 million to make a movie, something's wrong. Something's wrong if you're spending 500 million to make a movie. Wow. To be honest, the only criticism I had with the Warcraft movie was, to me, the odd misfit usage of CGI in the movie. Humans are real life, orcs not, dwarves. Yeah, the mix match was silly. It's one of the, like, some executive somewhere, maybe it was Bobby Kotick, obviously was like, oh, the humans don't look human if they're CG, you know, Uncanny Valley, and therefore we're gonna mix and match. Stupid. Just stupid. Make it all CG. Orcs look great. The orcs look great. So yeah. The CGI was good, but the problem was the mixing of it didn't work. Oh, I forgot to use the teleport. Oh well. Spectral fox whistle. They spend way more nowadays? How can they spend more? Like, what are they fucking spending on? Disney spends 250 million on production budgets easily, and then they just release flop after flop. I don't understand what's going on. People used to make fucking baller movies on like a 80K budget. Fucking Steven Spielberg is... Even when he was making blockbusters, it was like, oh my god, he spent 700K to make E.T. I don't have to stealth, but why risk it? I'm just gonna go dual instant now. I'm not gonna use any more raid buffs though. I don't want to spend any more money. I'm running out of gold. Well, I guess I'm not, but I'm gonna put in some guild requests to replenish my stock. When it comes to how much CGI there is in the movies, the production budget isn't that steep. Well, they kind of made CGI bad. Like, modern CGI is terrible. I'd say Blizzard's old cinematics from Warcraft 3 hold up better than a lot of the CGI that we see these days. Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Oh. Ouch. Oh, is that what they're supposed to do? So apparently if you put them at the top of the ramp, then... Whoops. Pulled the boss there. Alright. Alright, let's release. Warcraft movie had good CGI. It did, it's just the mix of the humans and the CGI was... The humans just looked weird. Especially Garona. With her little... toothpick teeth. I don't know what that was. The problem is that California workers usually cost way more than anywhere else. Japan made Godzilla -1 for 15 mil, but their workers got paid way less per hour. Like, well, we shouldn't be reducing the income, the salaries of paid employees now. Huh? I don't think the production budget is going anywhere. I think the majority of it is profit margin considerations, executive bonuses, things like that. I'd be curious to see the production budget and see how much it actually costs per worker and what they're getting paid. Oh yeah, teleport guy. Thanks for the sub. Tadej, thanks for the sub. And kill trash here at entrance. It's the rat apocalypse. The problem is that they should pull themselves up by their bootstraps. What is that supposed to mean? Main stars in these movies are paid 20 to 50 million, sometimes even more, so a huge chunk of it goes to the cast. Indeed. They pay all that money for star power, and then stars really don't. Like, do you go to see a movie based on who's acting in it anymore? Like, I don't. I don't even care. Unless it's like Like maybe Kate Blanchett, I'd be like, oh yeah, maybe I should check that out. But yeah, generally speaking, I don't care who the actors or actresses are. I just want a good movie. I don't care if it's Chris Pratt. I ain't watching that. All right, maybe I'll eat some braid foods or something. I don't know. Oh boy. Most people don't, but some actors tell you what type of movie it is. The Rock, Will Smith. Yeah, like if it's The Rock, I'm not watching it. If it's Will Smith, I ain't watching it. I remember the star power of the 80s and 90s because I grew up in that era, and it was like, oh my god, it's the next Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Let's go see what that is. He brought people in to see things like The Terminator, which is like awesome. Actually, was he? You know, he wasn't even popular yet. I think he became popular because of The Terminator. I think that was like the first time that he was in a very serious role. Let's look at his filmography. Like before that, it was like Hercules in New York, and they had to dub his voice. Arnold Schwarzenegger. And here's the thing, and this is what people forget. A lot of these actors became box office stars because of their first movie being like good, or at least the first one they were recognized in. 1984, The Terminator. Yep. What was he in before that? No, that was the big hit. Prior to that, it was... Oh, God, why? Fucking non-dark mode movie site. Oh my god, I have to go all the way down here. There's the Terminator. Conan! Oh my god, how could I forget Conan? Conan has a 6.9? Conan's way better than a 6.9. What the fuck? Hercules in New York was his first movie with a 3.3 in 1970. And then he did a bunch of meh movies. And then Conan the Barbarian in 1982. If you haven't seen Conan the Barbarian, you gotta watch that. Ooh. He got paid $20 million in 1997 for Batman and Robin. He was Mr. Freeze. Yeah, that was awful. He was the funniest thing in that movie, though. Which is ironic because the Riddler was the funny guy. What's his name? Shit. That movie was like a star-studded cast, and it absolutely fell flat on its face. I think Val Kilmer was just worn out as Batman at that point. No, wait, that was George Clooney, wasn't it? You know what? I don't think I even watched that Batman. You enjoyed it because of the cheesy humor? They were definitely going more for the Adam West style of Batman, I think, in that one. George Clooney being a stand-in for Adam West.
4, 3,
They should have just brought in Adam West and did it.
1.
Like, just went full bore on it. Would have been hilarious. Alright, I have no idea what... Okay, then what? What? What am I doing? What are we killing? Okay, there's a skull over here. I'm gonna kill that. No, no. I got feared. I don't think these fears were working last time we were here. Where's this X? Ow. Now what? Triangle? We in triangle? Someone needs to make calls here. No. One of these things better drop some nice trash loot, because this is... Boo. Just arcane essence everywhere. Bah. Double suppressor. He died.
Five, four.
Do people still go to the movies because of star actors? No. I don't think so. I couldn't even tell you who a star actor is. Well. How am I not getting backstabs? That is so annoying. Okay, what the fuck? Oh my god. Are we really smarter than studio executives? Yes, absolutely we are. They are all either ancient and decrepit and dementia-addled, or they are nepo babies of previous executives and legacy children who don't deserve to be there. It's the healing salad. Ooh, doo-doo. Where's the thing? Here it is. Yeah, Mazabi! Ah! I don't need to do this. Because no. Click it. Yeah, click it. Click it. They clicked the book. In my humble opinion, in the Warcraft movie, they should have used real actors, use CG for the spells and enhance the practical effect, period. No, it should have been all CG. Just like in the cinematics for Warcraft 3. Needs more victims. The executives simply don't care. They could F up the whole thing. Even worse, people would still go and watch it. To be fair, one has to admit the vast majority is fine with slop, and so it goes. Well, Minecraft movie is very popular. Nobody cares about my hack to get over there. There's the book that you need for the quest that you get in that secret room for the healing salad. And you can put a mailbox off to the side about here-ish. And you can float down there with any levitation. And if you hit that pillar, or you just click it off when you get over the platform, you can get the book. Otherwise, you have to clear that boss and then clear this trash, and then there's a book of levitation in there. Book of levitation, which you cannot click until you beat that second boss. So the only way to get there and get that whole salad thing is whee. Okay, I should go to bed. Let's see. No, I didn't get the enchant. I'll get Crusader tomorrow then. Library is worth exploring, but I think I've done everything. There was only that quest from before. I could take the fast way down. Because this gives you the first part, and then you have to get the book up there, I guess, and then I can't remember the order of it.
I should have never kept a dog rider as a guard dog.
Useless doesn't even begin to describe. Then there's Big Whiskers, who doesn't seem to do anything. Beyond that, I have no idea. Wait. Did I see a... Thought I saw something clickable, but I guess I don't. Oh. Interesting. Moonwalking. You haven't finished Karazhan yet? No sleepy time? It's 3 a.m., guys. Almost. Alright, I'm gonna portal out. And call it a night. Was it cheaper to see a movie in the 80s and 90s? Not in price itself, but relative to earnings? Oh, yeah, I would say so. I think that movies were just generally lower budget. Because the idea of spending like millions of dollars to make them was that was just starting to happen. Though, you know what? Price adjusted for inflation, I'm not 100% sure, actually. That said, back in my day, you would get a ticket, and then the ticket granted you access to the theaters. And it wasn't like explicitly spelled out, but you could just go watch all the movies, and that's exactly what I did as a kid. I'd buy one ticket, and I'd go into every movie that was out that day that interested me, and that's how I watched all my movies. And these days, I download them. So things really haven't changed for me. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for joining me on this Kara40 raid, and hopefully the next time we do Kara40, we'll be going a little bit further. And I think if we keep trying and every week we do it, I think Gnarl Moon will be easier, and then we'll have more time for the second boss and so forth. So we're just doing the same thing that all those progression guilds did, but they did it all in a week by going every single day and pounding their head into the sand until they down the bosses. Whereas we're being a little bit more methodical and we have more information, so stress-wise, this is better. All right, I'm out. See ya.
APB alert. The long-awaited moment has come. In universal agreement with the High Goblin Council of Traders, we are shorting Shellcoin. That's right, get your shorts in now and dump tomorrow at 3 p.m. The scam's in, the Shellcoin's been bought, and now the rug rolling out are just rewards. Yeah, just rewards for the goblins. Gobbling up that Shellcoin gold. Gobble, gobble, gobble that Shellcoin gold. Yeah.
This has been the Goblin APB Alert. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.